Hello friends and welcome to my channel. Today we are planning out the week of May 29th through June 4th using this grease kit from Planner Pixie Co. on her new glossy paper. It is fabulous, y'all. When she sneaked this to me, I about died. I knew the secret before y'all and it's amazing. So make sure you check out Randy's shop. Love the quality, and this art is exclusive to her shop as well. And this week all the foil I'm using is also from Randy's shop, although I think at the beginning I might show some Planner Co foil, but I didn't end up using that. So yes, all Planner Pixie Co this week, because spoiler alert, what you're seeing now ain't being used like I said. Which is fun. Stuff like that happens. Sometimes it was right there where I remember that I had this foil bundle. I had it pulled with a different kit, but I just needed, your girl loves some black foil, and I just needed it with this kit. So this is what I use instead of the Planner Co. Bundle. And then I'm sorry for that word jump cut. I honestly am not sure what that's about. I think I deleted a clip on accident that I wasn't supposed to. But regardless, Grease, the original Grease, is one of my all-time favorite movies. I've seen it more times than I can count. I love the soundtrack. It's just one of those classic movies for me, and it reminds me of someone in my life that I nicknamed Mom Number 2. So it's just one of those feel-good movies for me. So this week I did watch Grease, and I watched Grease 2, and I just can't handle Grease 2. I want to like it, but I don't. And then on that same note, I tried to watch The Rise of the Pink Ladies, and I watched the first episode, and I said, I can't watch any more of this. It's too much, although I heard from Lynn of Leonard Designs, I think it was, say that the first episode was the best episode, so I guess I really didn't miss all that much. But are you all watching the show or not? Because I need to know. I'm just curious. And I love black foil. I also love red foil, so my heart kind of sings with this kit. I'm really happy I switched my kit lineup. If you watched my kit lineup video, which was the video that went up before this, if not, I can link it in the eye up above in the top right hand corner. I had completely different kits, pulled every single week almost. And I was just feeling so uninspired that this was one of the ones I switched out last minute, and I'm so glad I did. Not that I don't love the other kit. I don't know. It just wasn't its time. I just really wanted to use this kit. So sometimes at the last second, you gotta completely switch it up. Although, however, that means I'm currently waiting for foil for the current week. So I'm filming this voiceover on Monday, June 5th. And how I usually do my spreads, how things usually work for me, is the Thursday before the week is when that base of the spread gets down, because I like any foldables to be well creased and down by the time I actually do the base. And then it's I don't touch that spread for at least another week. So then I will do Monday through Wednesday on that Thursday of the week. And then I will either do the rest of it on Monday, or some of it on Sunday and some of it on Monday. But usually it's kind of in parts. But I don't have the foil for next week, so I can't even start it, and it's stressing me out. It's stressing me out. So we're getting this voiceover done. Although you probably won't see this plan with me until June 15th-ish, somewhere around there, whatever the Thursday of that week is. So I am ahead of the game, which is always very exciting. So, can I really complain? Because that should mean I have enough time for all my foil to get here, but it's also kind of a wild foil combo, so I'm also kind of anxious for it to get here, but we'll see. It's one of those spreads where like not a single foil color is calling to me, so yeah. So other things that happened this week is I went to the Used and Pierce the Veil's concert, and Pierce the Veil, y'all, I've been seeing Pierce the Veil since like 2007, 2008. When I was going to shows in like high school at like falling apart venues, like hole in the wall venues, tiny local shows and stuff, Pierce the Veil was always there. They were always there handing out their demo CDs. They were always at the back of every show watching the artist. They were at every show I used to go to, and it is insane to see them in another state and to see how big they are. Because like I used to like see them all the time when I was 14-ish, and now I'm, in my early 30s, and like 12-year-olds were at the show singing their songs, and like people my age were at their shows singing their songs, and they have like a song on the top 10 of the charts, and it's just one of those moments that is crazy for me and was like just kind of an out-of-body experience in a way. Although I will admit I don't listen to Pierce the Veil a ton, as in I don't know every word to every song from every album of theirs. But yeah, The Used was also very good. I adored their set design. They had a ton of just pink roses. It was very classy, and I just loved that against like the hard like pop punk Vans Warped Tour feel of the band. And it was just a good show. It was at a venue I'd never been to before. A lot of people say it's a crappy venue, and I wouldn't say that. It's just old. It was built in the 60s, but I liked it. It was really easy to get in and out of. Security was quick but efficient. Merch wasn't terrible. Lines for bathrooms weren't bad. Like, I don't have any complaints about the venue. It's just old. So I think people, they're just picky and sometimes judge older venues based upon their rougher exterior, but they're sometimes some of the best venues to see bands at. And this was also one of those instances that I think Travis Scott needs to be aware of. If you don't know, I have like a vendetta against him that will never die. When the opening artists were on this night, like before the Used and Pierce the Veil, the crowd began to push forward and a crowd crush started, and they stopped everything, and the lead guy of one of the opening bands made everybody sit back and basically said, if you all do this again, we're stopping. And that put an end to it. The crowd didn't push after that. Like, it was very safe. I was up, like, I had seats, so I was in the pit, but I had a really good aerial view of everything happening, and people were really good about helping people out if they needed help and getting them out of the pit if they were too hot. It was pretty warm in the venue, but it was just one of those where sometimes big pits and crowds can get out of hand. However, this one actually ended up feeling really safe regardless of everything that happened, because people were looking out for one another, and that's part of like the emo pop punk culture I've always loved. I feel like we do a good job of looking out for each other in the crowds, in the pits. Like, when people fall, we know to pick them up, that kind of thing. It's just the vibe. Then I had a hard time figuring out all these overlays. I did end up cutting some of them to be able to put them like in the box where I wanted because the T-Bird logo was centered and I didn't want to block his face, like that kind of stuff. And then I realized I should have put the black overlays on before I did the red ones, but you win some, you lose some. It looks fine in the end. You barely notice the little line of the underlay underneath. And what a classic movie. Have any of you also seen the play? Because I know obviously they do stage plays and stuff. The only time I was supposed to go see it, it was at an outdoor venue in California, and then it didn't happen because of lightning in the middle of summer, which doesn't happen where I used to live. So it was really annoying, and I never got to see it, but I do vividly remember that. Something else big that happened this week is Joe announced he's back in Fall Out Boy. He's doing much better with his mental health, and so he's back in the band. Then I also watched Shiny Happy People, which was that docuseries about the Duggar family and their secrets. It's on Amazon. It is so good. If you're into docuseries about cults, if you're into docuseries about any type of weird I don't want to say not like that, but interesting religions like Scientology, all that kind of stuff. They're not Scientologists, but it's kind of similar vibes to some of those docuseries that are out there. It's only 4 episodes, but you learn a lot about them, and I enjoyed it. Did you all watch Shiny Happy People? I couldn't wait. The second I heard they were doing a series like that, I couldn't wait. I never have known what to think of that family other than I can't stand her voice. But it's definitely will make you think twice about certain things that they've done in the past. And I don't know, if you're just looking for something to watch, kind of binge that you can do in one night, highly recommend Shiny Happy People. Getting into Monday, May 29th, the first thing that went up was my Eliza Plan with Me. You all know it'll be linked up above. This was also Memorial Day. I didn't really have any stickers that match, so I just used one from the foil bundle. Also, I forgot to mention, if I don't say where a sticker is from or something, you can just ask down below. Then this day I did sleep in, and it was glorious. You'll see sleeping's a big theme this week, and today I'm feeling like a new human. I felt like I was so drained, but I feel back. Then this Monday, I did a bunch of planning. I did laundry. It was just my clothing for the week, which I meant to do today and didn't. Oops. Then I did my leg workout, and then there was NASCAR this day because it was rained out from the Sunday before, so they were in Charlotte. And then I vacuumed all of my house because I got furry pets, y'all, and they get fur everywhere all the time. Always, all the little dust bunnies always going through the house on every floor, no matter what I do. Then on the bottom, I ended up putting my own sticker when I print my scripts to mark that Joe from Fall Out Boy announced that he was back this day. Then on May 30th, the first thing I did was my upper body workout, and then I took Lucy for a walk this day, and that little leash sticker is from Planner Co, which you can use Rosey10 to save at SPC. And then I did my makeup and went to work. I actually worked pretty early this day. I got up really early to get my workout done and walk Lucy beforehand. And then I was just massively in my feelings this day, could not stop crying. And then I put that Splash Mountain closed at Disneyland just because I thought it was a monumentous, that's not a word. Anyways, a big occasion to mark in my planner, being that was my home park for so many years and just a really nostalgic ride for me. Then on the 31st, I ended up hiding the tour poster under the movie marquee this week for the concert I went to. The first thing I marked on the 31st, though, was that it was Andy from Fall Out Boy's birthday. And then I put that Yellow Card had a new single out. It was their first single since they announced that they were never touring again. So it was a big deal, and I definitely had to put that in. And then I went to work this day, and while I was at work, my mom came to my house. And then when I got home, we watched some Nashville. And then I got ready to go to the concert, which I did not realize how long this was taking me. And then I ended up getting this glue everywhere. Oh my God, it did not work nearly as well as I wanted it to. I ended up cutting a big portion of it out because it was just me trying to get this like glue sticky residue off. You'll see a little bit of it here in a couple seconds, but it was a hot mess express, if you will, and I don't recommend. But it all worked out in the end, so I guess that's great. And then I used, it's one of the bear shops. I want to say it's Bubba Bear Studios. Emo Bear to mark the concert just because it felt like it matched the kit, and it also felt like the most appropriate sticker I had for the bands we saw. I usually use these just to mark emo night, but I don't know. I just really felt it worked, and it was such a good show. And I also got one of my favorite like band t-shirts I've gotten in a while aesthetic wise. I get a band t-shirt every single concert I go to, which seems excessive, I know, but sometimes I don't love them. They're just fulfilling the t-shirt from the show. But this one I genuinely loved, so that's great. So moving into Thursday the 1st, the first thing I marked was my 2023 first quarter planner flip through, which that is January, February, and March of this year. So if you want to see me flip through those spreads all together, I will link that up above for you. And then the main thing I did this day was get my hair done. It took 5 hours, y'all. I was not ready, over 5 hours. I was not ready for it to take that long, but it did. So, yeah. And then when I got home, Mom and I watched some Nashville, and then she helped me clean Olivia's litter box, which was super nice of her. And that little cat litter box sticker is from Glam Planner. And then she took me grocery shopping because she's amazing. And then we watched Grease. And then Friday, I did my makeup and went to work. And then while I was at work, my mom actually left. She left pretty early this day for her. So I didn't have another car sticker in the foil bundle. So I just used this coffee cup. And then this day I did my core and cardio workout that I was supposed to do the day before, but honestly, that long hair appointment just took it out of me, so I just did it Friday. And then I did some planning and watched Grease 2. It was an experience. And every time I watch it, I remember why I don't watch it for another 10 years. Then moving into Saturday the 3rd, I slept in, and then I did some laundry this day because something was dirty that I wanted to wear that day, honestly. And then I did full body strength, which was supposed to be Friday's workout. We were just a day behind, so playing workout catch up. I did my makeup, and then I went to my friend Lauren's graduation. She is my work bestie, and it was great. Well, it was her graduation party. It wasn't like at the school, and I had the best time. And then I came home and took a mean nap, as in my head hit the pillow at 4, and I woke up, and it was 7 at night, and I didn't know who I was, what day it was, where I was. One of those naps. And then this was the night that I watched Shiny Happy People because, I napped till 7, so I was up a little late. So then Sunday I did sleep in again, and then I washed my sheets because it was Sheet Sunday. And then I did some planning, which I did the day by day for this spread Monday through Saturday this week. And then I marked that I tried to watch Grease, Rise of the Pink Ladies. And then I took a nap this day just because I could and I felt like it. And then the NASCAR race was on. And they were at the Worldwide Technology Raceway, And then I watched the Super Mario Brothers movie this day. I paid for it on Amazon. And as soon as I'm done with this voiceover, y'all, I'm putting that movie on again tonight. 2 nights in a row. I loved it. And I'm that type of like human trash panda that I will just find a movie I like and watch it on repeat until I know every word and every part of that movie. And I feel like the Super Mario movie is going to be my new comfort movie, which I guess that means I'm going to get my money's worth out of the purchase. So very excited about that. And that little Mario sticker is also from Planner Co. Yeah, here's what I had left over from everything in case you're curious. And then I'm about to start putting in my own scripts, which I will also have a video linked in the eye up above where you can learn how to make your own script stickers. And then I will also have the font I used in the description box down below so you have easy access to it. This one is free off of a website, not sponsored. It's free to everybody. So I think it's called Grease. So it's kind of meant to go with this kit, and it was super easy to work with. I think it's pretty beginner friendly. So if you have either this kit or if you have this kit from Planner Pixie Co or the version from Linear Designs, highly recommend. And then I realized I forgot the full body strength script this day, which I did make it, and you will see it in the close-up. But yes, that's going to be this week in full. Y'all, I'm so excited to be basically caught up again real time. I know I've said that before, but just had to reiterate. If you haven't already and you liked this video, I hope you'll think about hitting that red subscribe button and becoming one of my friends here on my channel. Give this video a thumbs up. It's one of the free ways that you can tell me you liked what you saw and help my channel out. Leave any questions down below. If you are struggling, just know that you are not alone. My DMs are open for you on Instagram. It is RoseyPlans, like it is here. I hope you all have a good morning, day, afternoon, evening, wherever you are when you are watching this. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye, friends.